Hello, my name is Okvin and thank you for this opportunity. And right now I'm going to explain my teaching plan according to the skill that I've selected before, and that is speaking skill. Here I choose a national functional syllabus type because in the syllabus that I will explain later, it taught students about how to respond, ask, self-introduction by paying attention to social function. Students must also be able to translate the introduction of English to Indonesian appropriate. I choose subject the material. The material that I will use in the teaching plan is about how to introduce themselves simply, that start from greeting and then name, age, religion, place of origin, and also where they live. Students will write it down, memorize, and must be able to say directly in front of the class verbally using English. When students practice it in front of the class, the other student will respond when in greeting his friends. Students are able to respond to greetings spoken by his friends. Learning goals. As a good teacher will teach and direct students to learn until they really understand it. Students also be active in learning, dare to ask what if not understood. In this case, students will ask me as a teacher about what is the difference between the self-introductions in English and Indonesian. Me as a teacher will be able to explain this for students. Therefore, I will teach them, for example, the difference between the self-introduction expression in English and Indonesian, such as the example of hello everyone and hi all. Students will be able to understand by translating this very short sentence where they have different words but have the same meaning in Indonesian. Students must also be able and confident in introducing themselves using English, which they will say inside and outside of the class. If students feel a little trouble or do not understand, they can write them in their learning journal using good and right English. And then assessment. As a good teacher, I will see and I will give an assessment by observing students whether there is preparation and confidence when I told them one by one to introduce themselves in front of the class verbally using English. I will give an assignment by seeing whether students really understand what I have taught before. Also, whether students still have a sense of manners in communicating with teachers, friends, and others. In this case, I will give an assessment in students by seeing the extent to which they have confidence, smooth in speaking English verbally in front of the class. 2 by 40 minutes allocation of time. In the learning process that I will do in class 7, the class will open as usual, start with greetings, then pray according to the religion to maintain tolerance. Then I will check the presence of students and this will take 10 minutes. And then we'll enter into core activities, namely learning to teach. I will provide a simple written text sample in a book and explain to students about how to introduce themselves well. I will pronounce especially the words and sentence per sentence using English, so students are able to understand it. Then students will write them in their respective self-introduction in Indonesian, and afterwards students will translate in English, then confirm that they are able to speak directly in front of the class. So I will be able to immediately hear how students say this sentence, and if it's wrong, I will correct directly so that students do not make the same mistake. It will take around 60 to 65 minutes, then close the class with prayer and greetings for 5 minutes. And then the learning source that I'll use is a text and learning speaking practice books. So that's all I can explain in my teaching plan with using the speaking skill that I already choose, and that is speaking skill. More and luck. I would like to say thank you and stay safe.